All right, we're back. We had some technical difficulties. The last recording actually did record and could see us, but at one point it blacked out, and
Yeah.
I don't know. We're work in progress.
Yes.
We were talking about the last car and just how
Great it was.
how reliable my Honda 2007 Honda Fit was,
Yes.
and how we were talking about that. We were talking about how
We'll miss
we
it.
decided that we were going to sell mine and instead of selling the minivan, just because the minivan wasn't worth anything,
Right.
and my car was worth something.
Yeah.
So anyway, we listed it on Craigslist. We listed it on Facebook. We had some friend share it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And in the end, what happened was we sold it today.
We did.
So we have, let's see. Well, we sold a couple things this week, actually.
Yeah, we can't forget
So we have real money.
that.
See
Looks
that?
very pretty.
Real.
Except we don't get to keep it.
So all this money is owed to other people, unfortunately. One day we will have real money, but our creditors are enjoying this. So 1,000 of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1,000 of this went to our emergency fund.
Yay.
Which is
Emergency
great.
fund
2,
paid.
3, 4,
Yay.
5,
Baby
6,
step
7,
one.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $1,300. $1,300 went to homeowners for our home and homeowners for our rental home, which is fantastic. $300 right here went to repair of the tires and for alignment. Bam. $300 went to the new repair for the refrigerator.
Right.
Our rental refrigerator broke this week, so $300. And then half of one of these Benjamins also went there. And then $275, so 3/4 of one of these. And two of these went to Mike Vining Heating and Air, because we owed them
For the air
these.
conditioning on
Yeah.
the rental.
So they've been thinking we were deadbeats, but
We're not.
Mike, I got real money. We got real money coming your way. And this $100 right here, I believe, yeah, the last 100 goes to the pediatrician who snipped Gabe's circumcision. So we owe them $100. So here you go, Gabe, $100. So there's that was
A significant amount of that went to the rental home.
So that was the car. The car paid
Yeah.
for all that. But you know what? If we didn't sell the car, we didn't have that money.
That's very true.
So we wouldn't have the money for the HOA.
For either places.
For either places, we didn't have the money to pay for the heating and air bill or the refrigerator repair. So that was huge. That was
Before
huge.
I start getting depressed again, I have to remind myself that rental home now, the more years that we have our renters in there, the more they're paying down our principal.
Right. So every year they're paying about $4,000 down
Right.
on principal.
Which is becoming more and more significant.
So we
now.
owe $144,000 on that home. Next year, Lord willing, they pay all their bills. We will owe $140,000.
Which is great.
Yeah. Considering that at one time we were upside down on the home.
Yeah.
About $30,000 when the market crashed.
Yeah.
And we lost all of our equity. But
yeah, so that's really, really good.
All right. Then we sold a freezer, our freezer that was in our garage, our stand-up freezer this week, for $100.
Yeah.
Right here, $100. And to our friend Lewis. Lewis, thanks for buying it. I hope it
Thank you, Lewis.
continues to work perfect for you like it did for us, and you have no problems whatsoever. So this $100 is going to go towards debt, because we already have our $1,000 emergency fund.
So it goes toward our debt snowball.
This goes towards the debt snowball. So
Awesome.
well, we'll have an update next week what we paid off. We're going to pay off quite a few things this week. So this will go paying
That
towards
makes me
paying
want
the
to
debt.
cry.
Then we
I
sold
cry every episode.
we sold the washer and dryer last week, which means that we were putting this money aside for our emergency fund. Well, actually, this will go towards the debt snowball as well.
Yeah.
And then our federal tax return came in,
Yeah.
and that was $6,400, and that $6,400 is going entirely towards the debt snowball. And then we have another $1,000 state coming in, and that will go towards the debt snowball. So I think I figured out that debt-wise, we took out $7,500 of debt. In this week, when the state comes in, we're going to take out $7,500 worth of debt this week. So,
Plus that, right?
so yeah, another. So I'm sorry, we'll be 76.
What's the whole
50.
total with the tax returns and this? Do you know off the top of your head?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm
It's
sorry.
7650 will be the final that we're getting out of debt this week. So I think that brings
Okay.
us to like $27,085 or something like that. So at this time last week, we owed, $35,585. By this time next week, if the tax comes in, we're going to owe somewhere around $27,085. So
That's significant.
that's making, that's
in our third week of Financial Peace
that's-
University.
that's real progress, right? That's good stuff. So and then I think after we pay off, we're going to wind up paying off, I think, about 8 bills this week.
Yeah.
And they recommend starting with the lowest and going to the highest. So we're going to be able to pay off so Gap credit card, Old Navy card, the foot doctor that I went to, OB-GYN, both been bills for the OB-GYN, and we'll have to look at it and see what the other ones are. Oh, my student loan we'll be able to pay off this week,
Oh my
which is exciting.
gosh.
That one's
We've had that forever.
that one's been a friend for a while.
That's Sally Mae.
So can't wait to kick
Lots of people love to
Yeah.
kick Sally Mae out.
kick her out of the house. So that'll be awesome. So no more student debt after this week.
Oh my gosh.
Be able to our in-laws very nicely had lent us money
Mm-hmm.
to get into this home. We were told we had to be 60 days to get out of our last home, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been able to get in this home. So I'm gonna be able to start paying towards that debt this week too. So I think that we're all the little ones are going to be out, and then we're just starting with the big one, which are big ones. So I think we'll knock out every little one, and then we'll be on the one we owe to them, which is $6,500, and then after that is our Visa debt at $6,600. And then I think we're at Citibank. I think that's kind of where.
That's the last one.
I think that's where we're at. So,
Yeah.
we might be down. We might be down to 4 debtors after this week. It's a lot of money, but at least it's
Down to 4.
down to 4. And then we just got to pray for bonuses at work this year, and we're just going to continue to try to cut everywhere that we can and sell as much crap as we can.
Pray Murphy stays away.
Yeah, hopefully this $1,000 that I put put that $1,000 in the bank, and
We'll create that
that
barrier
emergency
around our
fund will-
home.
yeah, we're praying that happens, because boy, last couple of weeks have been
Rough.
have been rough. Not terribly rough, but enough where we didn't have the money to pay. We You know, we didn't have the money to pay the tire repair. We didn't have money to pay the refrigerator repair.
Right.
But, you know, thankfully we sold the car and now we've got money to pay those bills, and we're getting our returns, and we'll have money to put towards our debt snowball. And, you know, we just got to keep working our budget and trying to perfect it and get as close down to as we can.
So as you can see, my husband's the positive one in this pair. I still have a gland that Dave Ramsey talks about, that's in a woman that is on her side and is filled with fear. And I'm still working with laying that gland down before God and just trusting him that he is working this out and walking in faith in the darkness. And I really had that tested this week with the car, the minor car accident. But as Michael was explaining all those things, I was realizing that in Dave Ramsey's advertisement for Financial Peace University, he says that within the time that a couple or a person enters Financial Peace University, within the time period of the class, the 9 weeks or whatever, they usually pay off about $8,000 in debt. And we've just about done that. Yeah. In just by week 3.
But a big part of that was
our tax return. I understand that.
Return, you know,
but I think what that shows is that God, you know, for another couple that could look different how it comes, but I think it just shows that God's faithful and he will make a way.
The thing that's exciting is by paying off the debts, you know, we're knocking out a whole bunch of small debts, but when you add up with their monthly, how much each one costs a month, you know, we're about $300 a month. I think maybe closer to $250, $300 a month is going to get freed up to be applied to the next debt down the line, which in this case happens to be my in-laws, your parents.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're going to be able to pay back a chunk of it, and then, you know, we've got a lot more money to throw at our debt. So then after we knock that one out, you know, we'll have, you know, that money to throw at the next credit card. So, you know, like I said, it's a debt snowball, it's building. So we paid $7,500 off, and now that's given us $300 more in our budget that we were paying for other bills that are now going to go to the next bill. So as we can find more money, that's, you know, if we can get it to $350 a month, and now we're getting there sooner. We get a bonus at work now. You know, we're praying for bonuses at work this year. Get bonuses at work, then we can take that and throw it at it. And
we're going to look to have a big garage sale here.
Yeah, praying for
maybe the children and I at least will only wear one outfit. Yeah. We'll sell the rest of our clothes. Maybe we'll use only one pot and one pan and sell the rest.
That might make money for you. I don't think anybody wants my used clothing.
They don't want mine either.
So we're praying for we'll be praying for a big fat raise at work.
Yes.
And promotion. So we're praying Mr. Kenny gets promoted.
We pray blessings over Kenny Perlman right now.
If Jim Aboyski happens to watch this, he's one of our regional managers. So Shang isn't a friend of mine on Facebook anymore, but Jim still is. Maybe because he's not my regional manager. So Jim, we need to get Kenny promoted.
For our financial freedom.
Right. So I can get promoted. That would be fantastic. I don't want to move to Nashville. Not really. They said, you want to move?
We don't want to move again. We already moved this past year. We already packed boxes, and I did it with a baby inside of me.
We want to stay in Atlanta.
Oh my gosh.
So we need Kenny. We need Kenny. Kenny, get that. We're praying. We're going to pray Kenny into that promotion. Then we're going to pray me into my promotion. And big fat raise, because they're going to be so happy that I'm just doing such a great job. I hope. I'm gonna
Yes.
try. It's hard.
Well,
I
you
don't,
don't-
get, I don't
well-
get much sleep, so it's I'm not at peak performance.
Yeah, but if they promote you, you're gonna come in like a new fresh man because you're gonna be like,
Well,
I'm gonna have money coming in. I'm paying off my debts. Woo!
I'm certainly
I'm a happy
I'm
man.
certainly a lot more fit and trim. I mean,
You
I'm
knew
like
a way to bring that in, didn't
like
you?
a- I'm
You
like a-
knew that there was some way that you could.
I'm like a whole new person. Really, it's
We can
incredible.
reserve a video for you to talk about your
Yeah, I feel like I really need a whole-
men's health cover
I need
worthy
a-
body.
I need a whole episode. Yeah, I
Just
gotta wait
for
until it's the
Michael.
summer and I can run shirtless and get nice and tan first.
Well, we
before
try to
bust
get
that
you
out.
on Facebook as much as possible without your shirt on.
Well, people really like that.
They do.
It's gonna help our viewership. Okay, so we're going to Financial Peace University class number 3 tonight and share some of our successes and some of our trials this week. And we're praying we'll have a great week. And then next week we'll give a detailed report of all the bills that we paid off
Okay.
this last week and where we are exactly for our debt and what it was like living the first week with a 1-car vehicle, which I think there's probably gonna be more tears shed, substantial probably tears shed over.
Are you blaming that on me?
What's that?
The tears being shed?
Oh yeah, you'll definitely cry.
You think so?
Yeah, you'll be texting me that I can't believe I let you sell that car.
Thanks
I'm
a
stuck in
lot.
this house. I'm just
Thank you
telling you,
for
that's
cheering me
reality. This is
on.
real, but this is reality. And I'll say it's okay. Look at we're making progress. It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna do it.
Mhm.
But yeah, if I was stuck here in this house, I'd be saying the same stuff. So
Well, it's going to go really well because in the hours that you are home, I'm just going to take the car and leave.
fantastic.
So you'll get to know your children really, really well in those hours that you're home.
I
So
like our children.
actually, this is going to be a
And you
great
know what? They're big-
relationship
they're
building
big-
experience
they're
for
big
you with your
fans. They're
children.
big fans of Harry Potter, which I love all the Harry Potter movies.
So you're just going to stick them in front
They
of
like-
Harry Potter.
No, I will sit with them.
And
we will
what
sit together. we will bond
what
over
subject
Star
will
Trek
that come
and
under
Star
in our
Wars.
homeschooling?
We'll run together.
Yeah, we'll be right.
You'll just run the whole time.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine with me. That'll be physical fitness. Daddy will
Yeah.
be the gym teacher.
Exactly.
It'll just be an extremely long
Exactly.
gym class.
All right. Well, we got to get to the rest of our day. It's 3:00. We're gonna. Be
I don't think
leaving.
people want to listen to us this long
Yeah.
anyway.
No. Most people have stopped after the first part of the broadcast. Very few people went to part 2. I mean, very
If at
few.
all.
Yeah. My mom is probably watching part 2.
Thank you, Kathy Nana.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
how
so
you
much.
are on the phone, by the way. It's
Um,
Kathy Nana. So I like to call you.
Tori Holloway will be watching part
Thank you,
number
Tori.
2. Yeah. So outside of those 2 people, I don't know that anybody else would sit through and suffer through this length of videos.
This is
If you did
torture.
suffer through part 2 though, and made
Thank
it all the way to
you.
the end, make a comment, give a thumb up or down. They've got thumbs down too. You don't have to give us a thumbs up. Just give us a thumb, one way or the other.
Oh, and share.
And share.
This
us.
would be a really discreet way
Be like, hey, I know
of
this too.
sharing with someone
know
who you
these-
think is desperately in
these-
need of Financial
No, or
Peace
just say-
University. Just share it with them and be like,
Say, I know
this
these-
couple's
yeah.
really weird.
Yeah, very
And don't
strange.
even talk about what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, these 2 idiots that sit around.
Don't even
knitting.
mention what the topic is.
Mm.
Or torture, you have a child that needs to be disciplined. This should be their punishment. They have to listen to these
Sit-
complete
sit
strangers
through-
talk
sit through
about, these old people.
Mm.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there.
All right.
My husband just burped. You may have heard that.
I didn't do that. My stomach.
Indigestion.
It was just my stomach
There's
making
something.
noise. It's hungry. They really have lunch. I don't know if you knew that.
That's
You
how.
had salmon and Brussels sprouts. I had.
Thanks
cookies.
to my husband because he gets to eat salmon all the time at the restaurant, but he remembered to bring some home for me. I haven't had salmon in
Someone didn't pick up their
a couple
food.
months.
Somebody
Yeah.
ordered to-go food and didn't pick it up.
So
you were
I
the
lucked
recipient.
out.
My bartender was staring at it. I know she was wanting me to say,
Thank you for jumping on that.
yeah.
All right, we really got to let these
All
people
right.
go.
Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.